Honorable dignitaries and fellow members of the IEEE fraternity, a very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the day 2 of IEEE R10 Panel of Conference Organizers 2020, organized by IEEE Malabar subsection, supported by IEEE R10. POCO is a much awaited annual event for leading conference organizers around the world to share resources and ideas with all scientific associations and nonprofit conference organizers. POCO convenes thought leaders and decision makers to share conference leadership practices, discuss the challenges in conference landscape, envision the future, and launch new conference initiatives. With over 100 attendees from different parts of India, this is a wonderful opportunity to acquire knowledge, network, and exchange ideas. With day 1 successfully completed, we now begin with the sessions of day 2. We hope the sessions coming up would edify and engage you to the brim. Before we get started, I request all participants to ensure that your audio and video is disabled during the presentation to save data and for the smooth conduct of our program. Any queries can be informed through the chat window, and this will be discussed at the end of the session. Without any further ado, let's begin. Joining us today to talk about the benefits of organizing the conference and IEEE conference application process is Dr. Puneet Kumar Mishra, head of the Satellite Antenna Characterization, Test and Design section at URO Satellite Center, ISRO. A man of unparalleled diligence and zeal, a very active and passionate volunteer of IEEE, the present chairperson of IEEE Bangalore section and secretary, IEEE India Council. He's a senior member of the IEEE USA and life member of Astronautical Society of India and Society of EMC Engineers India. He has published more than 35 technical papers and is on the board of reviewers of journals like the IEEE Transactions on Antennas and Propagation and IEEE Antenna and Wireless Propagation Letters. A man of distinct vision, Dr. Puneet has always led IEEE at the forefront in transforming the lives of many with distinguished works and spirited contributions. It is my absolute honor and privilege to welcome Dr. Puneet Kumar Mishra for addressing on the benefits of organizing the conference and IEEE conference application process. So please.
A very good morning to all of you. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
My screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir, it is.
Hope my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your nice and very generous introduction. So first of all, I would like to thank Saqib as well as Malabar subsection, Kerala section for inviting me for this why conferences need to be organized by any organizational unit.
Zebronics for life. Bluetooth mouse. Yeah.
Content of my presentation is why to organize a conference, types of sponsors,
परेशान है बहुत ज्यादा, रोटी खा ली बहुत ज्यादा, शाम को आई नहीं।
Hello, hope I'm audible again.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I think I missed, somehow there was a network issue, and then, so I will switch off my video and then I will share it again. I will stop my video. Yes. Yes. So I will be covering why to organize a conference. So because this POCO is being organized by Kerala section as well as subsection. So organization of a conference is very, very important for section as well as any organizational growth, because section gets or subsection gets brand exposure, growth, as well as relevancy. It is also required for technical growth of the members, and section or subsection is able to contribute to the society. Another important aspect is operating surplus. By organizing conference, any organizational unit will be able to generate an operating surplus. This is also important for vitality of the organizational unit, which in your case is a subsection. How vitality can be achieved? By organizing a conference, one can reach out to potential new student as well as faculty members. It creates immense amount of member engagement opportunities in the form of committee members, reviewers, session chairs. Conferences also provide collaboration opportunities with other peer groups who are working in similar or same domain or area. Conferences enhance the awareness, credibility, and esteem of the section because members feel that my section or subsection is technically enriching them, providing them a platform to publish their work. Additionally, providing a platform to meet, discuss, network, collaborate with national and international experts who will be joining your conference in the form of keynote speaker, invited, or plenary speakers. Further, again, it will generate you operating surplus. I'm repeatedly telling because IEEE guideline says that any conference once you are organizing and the organizational unit is the sole financial sponsor, we should look towards 20% surplus kind of thing. Now coming to what kind of sponsorships are available at IEEE, basically there are two types of sponsorship is available. They are called technical co-sponsorship and financial co-sponsorship. I will discuss in detail. Now coming to what volunteers get by organizing a conference. Volunteers get opportunities for their skill development, as well as section provide opportunities for them to develop their leadership skill, organizational skill, financial management skill, team building skills. So all these kinds of skills can be enhanced or built up to the volunteers by organizing a conference. What members get via these conferences, members get opportunity to share their work with the peers as well as immediately obtain feedback, because this is the biggest advantage of conference paper publication. The moment you present your paper, the audience sitting who are listening your paper, they will be able to provide you very, very constructive feedback on the spot. Your members can become published as their work is going to be recognized by IEEE and their paper will be in IEEE Explore. So this adds value mostly to the faculty members for their academic as well as professional growth. Members can get opportunity to connect with the colleagues who are working in the same field or similar fields, and then they can build their own community of our network of people with whom they can collaborate and they can further enhance their work in future. Now coming to inform you that what is the advantage of organizing a 100% financially co-sponsored conference. As most of you may be aware, if not, please know that next year onwards, means 2021 onwards, publication fees, that is called TCS processing fees by IEEE, is enhanced from $1,000 to $1,450. Uploading paper is increased from $15 to $22 per paper. In the case of suppose you are uploading 100 papers, any conference organizer, any technical conference co-sponsor, TCS conferences, mostly for the TCS conferences, one has to pay close to $3,650. In Indian terms, it is approximately 3 lakh rupees. Now, any organizational unit, like a subsection, section, or chapter, if you are organizing a conference, fully financed co-sponsored conference, you need not pay this entire amount. What you can do, because you will be saving this money, so you are having opportunity to reduce your registration fees and in turn benefit your members, because the registration fees is going to be reduced. So members, especially if you can restrict those benefits to only IEEE members, and then you can provide an opportunity to publish them in a very, very nominal case. I will share my experience of IEEE Bangalore section, where we were able to provide opportunity, especially for the students, to publish paper in 2,000 rupees and normal IEEE members in 4,000 rupees. So that kind of reduction you can provide, which they feel that being IEEE member, they are getting benefit, because everybody wants to see what is the value addition they are getting in the form of IEEE membership. So this provides enormous value to the members. Now quickly coming to the IEEE conference application process. Typically, IEEE says that one should be submitting the form 18 months in advance or at least 12 months in advance. That is their guideline. So one has to add here that conference application overview. What is it? It is an online form conference organizers complete to express their intentions of registering their conference with the IEEE. So this is the first thing any conference organizer has to do. This form collects a lot of information, and the collected information will be commemorated in an agreement. They will call it as a MOU between all conferences, conference organizer, section or subsection, as well as within IEEE. Why it is important? The application serves as the official intention of partnership with IEEE, because in IEEE, this is a global organization, so everything has to be in black and white. So once you submit your form, it shows that you are intended to have a partnership with IEEE. And once the approval is done, it kicks off planning of other areas of your conference, which includes finance, publication, contract, logistics, and in turn, IEEE MCU sends you several very, very important information and links, which helps you in organizing your conference in a much, much better and a professional way. Now, how you can prepare your conference application process and how you can submit it to IEEE. Submit your application at least 18 months in advance. If you are putting for biannual conference, you can submit it 24 months in advance. But I have also developed one formulation where within 12 months you can do, but I think that is beyond the scope of this conference. So I will be going with nominal IEEE guideline of 18 to 24 months. The sooner MCE knows about a conference, the more support MCE can provide. And that is true also. I have personally felt that the earlier you apply for conference application process, MCE gives you a lot of information and useful resources which you can utilize for improving the conference organization. Sponsorship agreements is very, very important. It requires and gain agreement on details prior to submitting your application from an IEEE sponsor or a non-IEEE sponsor entities. In the case, a non-IEEE sponsor entities means your college administration or any society or any technical professional society, other technical professors which are non-IEEE sponsors. They will be treated as a non-IEEE sponsors. And your section or subsection or a chapter will be treated as a IEEE sponsor, or sometimes you may want to have India Council level or Region 10 level or society level sponsorship. So they all will be coming under IEEE sponsors. So in IEEE terminology, actually sponsorship is different from what we Indians see. That's why they call it financial sponsorship. When you call, you are taking from some company kind of sponsorship. In IEEE term, that is called patronage. They are patrons rather than sponsors. Whereas your section, subsection, chapter, or society, they are called IEEE sponsors because they are approving your conference. So this is some slight terminology one should understand very clearly. How you can, once you go to the IEEE MC, you just Google it, IEEE conference application process, and click that link. Automatically you will reach to this link. And on this link, you will be asked several information. I will discuss one by one. You can access the application, as well as once you have applied, you can find out the status of the application as well. The first page asked you general conference information, conference title and acronym, projected conference date. It need not be very, very accurate. You can always get it corrected because you are planning before 2 years or 1.5 years. So they can always be updated. Similarly, the location also you can update, because suppose 2 years you are not fixed with which location you are going to do. That is also possible. Once you finalize, you can always update that. And a very, very high level of budget is required. So these are the minimum information one should need when you are filling this application form. There are societies, councils, regions, and section. So once you are applying for IEEE MCE, before going to IEEE MCE application process, actually you should know that who is going to be your IEEE sponsor. They can be either society, council, region, or section. And all of them, they are having their own review mechanism. So you should know that how to reach out. Everything becomes very, very faster because you're approving organizational unit. Because your approving organizational unit is already knowing your application. Oh, hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible?
Yeah, you're audible, but slides are not visible.
Oh, okay. 1 second, I will check.
Yeah.
Very poor connectivity at my end, I think, today.
Yeah, now it came.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
So
sir.
conference application steps, what kind of information is required? So submitted information is required. Who is going to submit the application form? About the event means about the conference, location, conference sponsors. Already I told any organizational unit can be a sponsor and you should reach out to them, and that information you should provide. A very, very broad level of technical program you have to provide. Conference contact, this is very, very important because either general chair or your organizing chair information is required. Who is going to be the focal point for all the communication, or a publication chair, who is going to be the focal point for communication with IEEE. So that's why, and that information will be available in IEEE website for anyone who wants to know about that particular conference. So this you should take concurrence before providing anybody's information, because he or she may be getting several mails as well as phones towards the conference, towards the entire conference organization time. Then final comment and submission they will be asking. And once you submit that, they will review the IEEE conference application in the checklist form. So you can see information about the event. They will ask you keywords. Keywords are important aspect which helps to promote the conference. Like your typical keywords should be there IEEE conference in the case of, because we are doing POCO, so it can be a POCO year, and the broad area in which your conference is organized, electrical and electronics, or computer science, or information theory, or sometimes you may want to organize in humanitarian technology. So all those things you can put as a keyword. Then IEEE asks what is the scope of your conference. So this is very, very important because, and this becomes a very, very crucial information in finalizing and approving the conference. So you should be organizing your conference or defining the scope or conference in IEEE designated field only. You need not put very, very open like economics and other things. Then they will be very cautious and they may not be approving your conference. So please ensure that the scope of your conference is within the IEEE designated field. Then you have to provide conference sponsor information. Sponsor name is your subsection, section, society, chapter, or a region. Sometimes unlisted is because suppose they are not there. Suppose in the case of mostly in the case of IEEE student branches, so they may not be listed. So you have to enter here, or your college name may not be there. So you have to enter here. Be your society or any total sum should be always this information. So this finance information, it need not be very accurate. You can still provide information within 20 to 30% accuracy. And then you have to provide the currency, estimated revenue and expense. Then you'll be asked for conference committee information. You can provide all the conference committee details here, like program chair, technical program chair, general chair, all those information will be asked and you have to provide all those information. Then they will be asking, will this conference produce a conference publication? Yes or no. So whether you want to have a proceedings, then you have to put yes. If it is not there, you can have no. In any case, IEEE owns the copyright for Indian people. So we have to say yes. And will you request publication of your conference in IEEE Explore? Yes, definitely, because that's why you are reaching out to IEEE to publish your work in IEEE Explore. So that has to be yes. Then technical program review structure, they will be asking what is the structure of technical program committee. You have to provide who all are going to be technical program chair, who all will be part of reviewers, and they will be looking how your sponsor is playing an important role in this entire procedure. So you have to ensure that when you are defining technical program committee, members should be drawn from your IEEE sponsors as well, because IEEE will be critically looking at information. So that has to be provided. What material will be reviewed? It is always better rather than abstract. You should put that full paper, and that is the best philosophy of reviewing full papers. And what type of review is being performed? You have to write blind review, because encourages blind. It can be single or double depending upon how much you can do. Then how much is the estimated number of submitted papers, acceptance rate, typically 25 to 30% in Indian quality point of view. We have seen that, so that should be the number. How many reviewers will be there? Ideally, it should be 3, but at least it should be 2. So all this information you can provide here. Once you have submitted the information, then IEEE MCE roles start. IEEE MCE reviews the information, what you have provided in the application. The information you provided will be used to develop a MOU, which already I explained. And MCE begins the process of preparation of publication in IEEE Explore. That same MOU comes to the IEEE sponsors. They will review the details on the application which you have submitted via electronic process, as well as what information you have given to them. So they will try to match that whether all the information is accurate as per the previous application, what is being given to them. If not, they may reject it or decline it, or they may ask few more information. So please ensure that when you are submitting the information to your IEEE sponsor, same information should be submitted to MCE, and before going to MCE, you should reach out to IEEE sponsors. Then that MOU has gone from MCE to IEEE sponsor, and IEEE sponsor approves or rejects based on the recommendation of the conference committee. Then MOU of understanding, suppose they have approved, it is signed and it will be sent to you. What is MOU from IEEE side? It describes a bilateral or multilateral agreement depending upon how many sponsors are there, how many parties are involved. Then an MOU is required when 2 or more entities have agreed to provide co-sponsors to IEEE conference. This protects the interest of all parties because everything is in black and white. So it is good to have this MOU. MOU also defines the responsibilities of all the sponsors as well as who all are the participants. Already I explained that each IEEE sponsor will get a link and they have to submit it or reject it. In case a sponsor declines the MOU, IEEE will contact the person who submitted the application and shall be informing all the information that is why it is being declined. And again, MCE will work with those mentioned to update the information to your IEEE conference application process so that you are going to be approved. Once your conference is approved, you are officially registered with IEEE. You are eligible for all the conference mentorship program as well as support program. Conference appears in the online form as a IEEE conference search. Your conference will be eligible to join conference publication program. And again, MCE has a team of experts available 24/7 to assist with other aspects of your conference like meeting logistics, registrations, finance, etc. Whatever kind of support you need. Some of them are free, some of them are on chargeable basis. So they will be helping you. With that, my presentation is over. Thank you very much. I think I adhered my timeline. And if you are having any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, sir, for a very insightful and informative session. Your guiding words will surely motivate and pave path for more conferences. We are deeply indebted to you for taking a significant portion of your time amidst your busy schedules to join us here today. And for the kind attention of participants, please put in your queries in the chat box and we will be discussing it at the end of the session. And now on behalf of the IEEE POCO 2020 team, we would like to present a small token of our love and appreciation for your kind support, sir. Thank you so much for joining with us here today.